the cameras. So without further ado,
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Can we have some team news, updates, injuries?
The news are that we are trying to recover all the players, but we need to wait until tomorrow to know more about the players that they have any little injury. Fortunately, about Emi was not important, was a big knock back. We have to review and evaluate every day, and okay. We are for 48 hours for the match, so I think that we have time. And tomorrow we are going to evaluate again. Full is more or less in this. It's no one knock, it's different injury, but let's see what's going to happen tomorrow.
So Chelsea at home on Saturday. When you go against a team like Chelsea, who at the moment don't have a set lineup, play a different formation every game, does that change the way you approach it? Don't know what to expect?
We know that we are going to play against a very big team, very big top players, about the quality and the quantity about the players, and I think that good coach, good idea, and they are trying to develop one way to work and to play. Okay, but we have to put the focus in our player. If not in Premier League, each match has enough quality to stay talking about the opponent. We know, we respect, they are a very big team, but we have to put the focus in our strengths. We have to put the focus in our players and in our idea too. So it's like this.
And we've already seen this season how much fan support has helped push the team when they've needed it. What's your message to the fans ahead of a big London derby? It's some of the best games in the league.
No, my message for them is that the first is to be grateful about because they always support us, and they and not only in the home matches, away too. We feel that, and we are very happy with this, and of course we work for to be able to give them good news and good matches, and this is our aim, and we have to work very, very hard to be able to compete and to win these kind of matches. This is our message for them, and for sure that we are going to feel their support. That is going to be key, as always.
Thank you so much.
Emma, BBC London.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You haven't picked up a point yet at home.
Sorry,
but
please.
You are in terms of home form. You've played some very difficult games and you haven't picked up any points yet. You face yet another difficult opponent this weekend. How important is it for you to play?
No, I think that in each match in the Premier League you have a big difficulties for all of the teams that they are competing in the Premier League. About the quality, all the teams has quality and has strength and has they are able to beat any opponent. This is one of the bigger strength in the Premier League. That's why we put the focus all in the next match. The next match, it's true that we had a very tough matches, but this is the past. No matter to play home, to play away. The more important thing is to be able to compete and to win the matches against the team that you have to compete. So in this case, it's Chelsea. We put the focus in Chelsea 100%, knowing that we are going to have a tough match, but in the same way, believing in our strength, believing in us, and trying to be focused in our develop.
When do you feel that this team is yours, that these players are playing in the way that you want them to play?
Always you can improve your idea, you can develop. Of course, the players, I think I am very happy with his commitment. They are working very hard every day. This is the first step that we need to develop the rest of the things. And with this behavior and this commitment, I am sure that step by step we are going to improve. We are going to compete better. And for sure it's very important to win matches. And we are focusing this, knowing, I repeat, the stage of the opponent, the difficulties, but in the same way we keeping the good things that the team has and trying to improve the other things. So this is I think that like all the teams, all the team has good things, things that they have to improve, and we are in this phase. And of course, you have to look in the end of the season where you are. That's why we work every day. This is the Premier League is a very long season, is very hard season. You have to compete in all the different ways, different kind of matches, different moments. So this is about to compete, and we have to be ready to be very competitive in all the season.
So what would you say to those fans who were hoping for an instant transformation, wanted to see a very different West Ham this season?
Okay, I don't talk about the different or not. We try to do our way, and we try to develop our idea. And of course, that for that you need the commitment that is key about the players. We are very happy because all of them, they are trying to work very hard every day, and I think that it's about, has the rest of the team, it's about the time and about to develop your idea, and for sure about to win, because to win help you to believe more and to be stronger and stronger. And that's why we work to win each match.
And so
Against West Ham, another big game for Chelsea, and a quiet week. I mean, no headlines, no controversies. I mean, this must be great for you.
Has been great also the previous one, to be honest. I told you already many times that I try to live every day or every week in the same way, that just focus on the things that I can control. This week for me was not different from the previous one, was exactly the same, because my focus was just to training session and the games.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Just going back to the potential of players going on strike, would you back them to do that if it came to that?
The only thing I can say that for me there are too many games. This is the only thing I can say.
On Reece James, do you have an idea when he's going to come back? And is there a concern? I mean, because his injury record is terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have an idea at the moment. And in terms of injury in the past, we always hope that we can find the right solution. In this case, has been very unlucky because we planned to change him after 65 minutes, and he was get injury after 62, 63, so it was also a bit unlucky. But hopefully we can have him back soon as possible. And
getting the top 4 this season?
I said already, no one, since I met the first time the owners and the sport director, they never mentioned me to finish top 4, and the target was top 4.
But do you think the squad's good enough to finish top 4?
I think this is a good squad, but I also said that if the last 2 years we finished 12 and we finished 6, to improve is not something automatic. You need progress. You need progress. Yeah, you need progress. So I think the squad is good, but the only way to reach some important target like top 4, just to try to be focused on game after game. Otherwise, if you think about April, May is too far.
Okay, that's all right. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
So we've seen Sancho's impact in a short appearance. You've got a few options on the left. We've seen Neto play very impressive on the right at Wolves. Is that an option for you to put him alongside Noni?
I will. Hopefully, I can clarify. So, as a left winger, we have Jadon and Misha. As a right winger, we have Noni and Pedro. As attacking midfielder, we have Joao and Cole. As a number 9, we have Nicolas and Cristo. There are not so many players. We have 2 players each position. Now, Cristo can play as a 9, can play attacking midfielder, and can play winger. Yes. I don't know. Keenan Disburiol can play pocket and can play wide. Yes. So we have. And then Pedro was playing like left winger because Jadon was not here, was not fit, and Misha, between him and Jadon and Pedro, I prefer Pedro for that game. Doesn't mean that I will prefer always Pedro. But in terms of position, we have Misha and Jadon, Pedro and Noni in the right side. Then we have Cole, Joao, Cristo and Nico in front. So the squad is quite clear in terms of position. All of them, they are them. Like I said, Cristo played the first game against City as a winger. So.
Perfect. Well, Cobham is one of the best academies in the world. We've got Josh Achiampong, who's a right back, incredible right back. You've had some issues in the right back area. Is he actually ready to get minutes? Is he ready to be involved in the squad?
Josh, I really like Josh. For me, potentially, it can be top player, top defender for the future. Now, with young players, I have quite experience, and I like to very to modify them a little bit, because today for the young players they can change very quick. They can quick think that they are so good or so bad. So I think you need to be you need to moderate a little bit the way they join us.
Last one, please.
We've seen Mudryk progress over his time at Chelsea the more minutes he gets. But how do you as a manager continue to develop the young players you have in a period where they get less minutes or they're not playing as much?
Training session. Training session is the only way to improve players. And we try to improve all of them every day, with some of them doing some extra session at the end. Misha is one of them. But as I said before, in this moment he's not playing, that means that he's not going to play in the future. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Got time for two more. We'll go Rob and then finish with Simon.
Hi, Enzo. What do you make of what Nicholas Jackson's done this season? Because he was probably used a lot more last season than was planned when he was brought in because of all the injuries. But you've got more options than your predecessor had.
Sorry, I forgot to mention Mark Guyu before as a 9. We have Nicolas, Mark, and Cristo. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so you've got options then, in a way that maybe the team didn't have last season. Jackson is still kind of he's your kind of first choice, it seems, even though you've got Nkunku back and going. What do you make of what you've seen of Jackson this season?
Because he's doing very good day by day in the training session, and then in the Premier League game, I think City was very good. Second game, Wolves away, he scored and he gave also some assist. And again, Palace until the end he was fighting. Bournemouth again, he did well. He had 2-3 chances, he missed. But sometimes when you miss chance, doesn't mean that you are not playing well. So for me, in this moment, Nicolas is our striker. I don't have any doubt, because the way he's working day by day, and the way he's working on the ball and off the ball during the games, the official game.
When he and Nkunku came in at more or less the same time, I think it seemed like Nkunku was the established player that was coming in, and Jackson was kind of the young kid who had lots to learn. It sort of almost feels like their status in the squad has been reversed this season. Is that kind of how you see it?
No, the only thing I can say is that Cristo last year was injured, so the reason why probably Nicolas was ahead of Cristo also for this reason. Then this season, since we start, in the way we play, we start to use Nicolas, but as I said, that means that we are not going to use Mark or Cristo as a 9, depends on the games. In this moment, Nicolas, we are very happy with him and he's doing very well. And also I think in terms of numbers, last year and this season, it's already on important numbers.
Okay, we'll finish with Simon.
Hey Enzo, last season Chelsea broke the Premier League record for most bookings. You're now top of the table for most bookings.
Fantastic.
Obviously, is there a discipline problem here, and what can you do to try and tell the players to...
No, I don't think it's discipline problem at all. No, I don't think so. I think Bournemouth game is kind of game where because of the pitch, because of the game, sometimes you require to make some foul. So I think it's not about that. Also the day after I watched Arsenal Tottenham, I think first half was 7-8 yellow card. So more or less the average was there. But I don't think absolutely that there is any kind of a discipline that is not good.
So you've not had to speak to the players and sort of say try and...
No, absolutely. Also because, as I said, especially after international break, especially in that kind of stadium, then the last 70 hours, last week, we changed the team 3 times because Enzo was ill, then Keenan Disburiol was ill, then we changed again. So in the last 72 hours was quite busy before that game, and I think it was a normal game. And also probably some of the yellow card was avoidable from the referee. But